Men vi har alltid kört åt andra hållet. Det där man inte sett den utsikten. Eller hur?
Så kan det vara. Men körde vi inte mer här sist? Vi kom ut där det är en sån bump i gården.
So in this episode I'm going to talk over the motor sound and our voices. So I've pulled down the volume on both a little bit.
Det är så många utav dessa som är likadana.
De är rätt lika när man kommer ner, precis.
But I hope you can hear them, our talk anyway, if I shut up. So I'm guessing...
För den andra körde vi nog in genom en bump också.
Wildly here and not hitting the mark at all.
Så svänga höger strax.
One little problem is that you will not get any texting of my voice.
Men det är ju naturreservat, eller den... Jag hade fel på bägge gissningarna då.
There is a nature reserve up to the left there.
Här står det en röd bil.
Ja, jag försöker stanna utan att köra på den.
I'm gliding quite a lot on my back tire. I'm not so used of the grip, and also I've been driving my other motorcycle, a Harley Davidson Fatboy.
Den har jag alltid undrat var den går.
And there's a lot more back brake I'm doing on that one.
Är det den som har bommen då?
Ja, den har bom. Den kommer ju från andra hållet. Vad gör vi då?
Ja, vi kör väl.
Det är ingen extra bom. Eller hur?
Precis.
It's a little bit tricky in Sweden with all those gates at different gravel roads and so on. Because if they had help with government funds to build and maintain the road, then they don't have a right to set up gates and block public, as we're all taxpayers. But if they maintain it themselves, then they can do it. And it's a little bit of guessing, but if it is legal, usually the signs are maintained by the government, and they are not looking as old as those signs are. And also they only maintain when roads are this good. You can often assume that it is government money maintained. It costs too much to do it with private funds. So it's really sneaky of those farmers doing that, blocking the roads and taking tax money to maintain them.
Tror vi verkligen att alla dessa vägarna är anlagda utan statsbidrag?
Nej, det tror jag inte.
I så fall är det en sjukt rik skogsbrukare.
Ja, precis.
Tänk på att de brukar komma flera.
I think the reason they've done it here, blocked it, because I don't think it's a private road. The reason is because they are having...
När vi kom ut ur skogsrundan.
Ja, det var här. Det var så jävla spårigt.
A lot of timber They're cutting down a lot of woods and they don't want to clean up after them while they're doing it. So that would be my guess.
Och så alla stammarna där inne i skogen vi fick försöka smita runt.
Jaha, är vi här nu? Nu fattar jag man. Jag tog oss då. Oh!
So this is a little bit more tricky.
Hallå, en och annan takpanna här.
And we might not be in the right here. But according to judgment in the courts in Sweden, as long as they have driven vehicles before, then it is considered a road. However, as we get further in here, I think we discussed it also. It's questionable if it can be called a road while we get further. Here there are still good signs of there being tractors driving there and so on. But, well...
Vad fan fastnat? Oj nu.
Stubbe.
Är det en stubbe precis vid däcket?
Nej, eller rot eller någonting du har. Du får backa och sätta lite fart. Men då kör du väl in i trädet.
I was going to say that we try to do as little damage as we can when we were in these kinds of situations. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun. At the same time, Mr. Bo got really stuck here, and I guess he did some damage there. Although I think the wild hogs and deer and so on are much worse than...
Kom du loss?
Har du lyft upp den?
Jaha.
Jag satt med bakhjulet i yret på en tjock gren. Det var därför det var så halt.
Jaha.
Så då under mossan alltså.
Ja.
I think this is really fun. These kinds of small roads where nobody almost ever goes, and where there are still trees all over, and you have to fight a little bit to get through. And you can hear us panting quite a lot, at least me.
Gick det bra?
Ja, jag kör vid sidan här. Jag undrade mest vad du höll på med först.
Most people we meet, including farmers and so on, when we're out like this,
Det är mest du.
Ja.
are really nice and think it's quite fun that the two old men is out
Du är den lätta vägen.
enjoying the nature in Sweden in this way.
Att det blir så förjordat halt bara för en liten grenjävel under liksom. Inte ett jävla dyft till kraft i marken. Kan det bara snurra?
Ja.
And we try to be really respectful and so on when we meet people, and drive slow around horses, and or let them pass if they are nervous, and so on. I think a lot of bad rep that motorcyclists are getting in Sweden now with TET and so on is that they lack respect for other people on the road. They don't slow down for horses or people that are walking on the road, or people with dogs, or for children, or they don't respect driving through farms or houses and so on in the bush and in the landscape. The people get really angry at them, at least in southern Sweden, because it's just too much. When you get further north in Sweden, it's a totally different deal, because there are so few people up there, and so few of the TET drivers even go north of Stockholm, even though there is a lot of nice roads and nature there. So here's someone put a wire over the trail. But as we're saying, further north in Sweden, the people are really happy to see you, even if you...
Den har de nog gjort bara för oss, Busse. Tror du? Ja. För det var ju ingenting vid sidan om.
I'm a little bit scared that they shut off this road just because we've been driving there. We've driven there once before and it was all open. And I've accidentally came this way, not here, but on the road we're coming to, and in between the farms once before.
Kör du vänster där uppe eller?
Vad sa du?
Ja, det kan jag ju se på min egen topp. Jag bara undrar ifall du körde vänster eller vart du körde.
But of course they have the full right to close off if they have cattle and so on. And the normal rule is that if you have to open something, you have to close it as well. You're not the reason that that animals get that they run away or anything like that.
Vi kan köra rakt fram så kommer vi dit där den där vi var vänd innan.
Ja.
They might just be planning to put cattle there. So.
Den är där borta nu. Ja, men vi kan köra tillbaks. Som du sa. Där. Och så bara öppna den här då.
Jaha, du menar inte bakom oss mellan gårdarna?
Alltså fanns det någon väg där?
Ja. Det är jag ganska säker på att jag har tagit innan.
Ja, jag hör det då.
So this is it for this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed, and you can consider subscribing. And let's see if we make it out alive between the farms up ahead.